Now, you know, Georgia didn't, they ain't in Georgia. Greatest thing of the year, they ain't even listening.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is 9:53, and we have reconvened back in open session. All 7 members are still with us.
Barely.
All right. We will be taking action following our closed session. The first action item would be to consider and, if appropriate, approve accepting the superintendent's summative evaluation. As presiding officer of the board, I recommend we approve the superintendent's summative evaluation.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by Dr. Van Kamax, second by Ms. Martindale. Any questions, discussion? If none, all in favor show of right hand. All opposed, like sign. There are none. So the evaluation is approved, 7-0 as presented, as recommended. Second item will be to consider and, if appropriate, approve any adjustments to superintendent's contract. And I'm going to just line items within the contract. First, I'll open the floor and entertain motions for contract extension.
So moved.
Second.
1 year.
So you're moving to extend the contract 1 year? Is that okay? So we have a motion by Mr. Tom Webb, second by Mr. Martinez. 1 year. Any question, discussion?
Just like to make sure we clarify that, is that it is already, we do have 2 years left on the contract. Right?
Current contract.
Yes.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Any other question, comment, discussion? If none, all in favor show of right hand. All opposed, like sign. Motion passes 4-3. Next, we'll open the floor, entertain motion for any increase in base pay.
I'd like to make a motion to increase this pay by 3% for cost of living.
We have a motion by Ms. Martindale.
Second.
Second by
Okay.
Dr. Beck. Any questions, discussion, comment?
Will we consider that a cost of living, or would that just be based on just a raise increase?
That's
Because
applies
we
to
really
his
don't
base
have-
pay. That's a base pay.
Yeah, base pay, but we really don't have cost of living. I mean, just,
Any other questions,
I
comments,
think it raised
discussion?
a little bit extra a year.
Isn't that the truth? If none, all in favor, show of right hand. All opposed, like sign. There are none. That item passes 7-0. Thank you. The next item I will entertain a motion for is vehicle allowance.
I make a motion that we modify or amend the contract to include or do away with verbiage that has to do with either the technical, more specifically the technical, not necessarily the vehicle, to discretionary funding.
We'll get to that in a moment. Still on vehicle.
Okay.
If there's nothing on vehicle,
I'd like to make a motion we table the vehicle issue.
No, there's nothing to table because
Yeah,
it's not
you're
really
not making a
above
motion.
it.
yeah, it was about to die.
There was some discussion back there about whether to do a vehicle allowance or to research dedicating a fleet vehicle to superintendent use. So we're gonna do some, running that down and see what we can figure out.
Our next item, oh, I'm sorry.
So it's just done.
Yeah, it
Just
dies
did.
for lack of a motion. Next item would be the technical stipend.
Okay, so the motion I'm gonna make is that we amend the contract to remove the technical stipend, the verbiage, technical, and change that to discretionary. And that we allow and offer a increase that to $300 monthly for discretionary spending allowance.
We have a motion for Mr. Tom Bell. Do we have a second?
Second. You can have that.
Okay, and what is it at right now?
150.
150.
Yes, ma'am.
And what would be, I mean, what is considered the discretionary, what would be?
Cell phones, tablets,
Yeah.
Wi-Fi use,
And we're currently at what?
150.
Any other questions, comments?
Are we on, I guess with Mr. Adnock's here and Dr. Hudson, tablet wise, is there any cost there right now to that, for that expense? For the superintendent to utilize a tablet? Okay.
Can I ask, is he using his own or is he using one from the district?
What do you use now?
I use a district computer.
And what about cell phone?
No.
That's a
not.
personal.
Personal.
So basically, it would really be just the only expense is the cell phone usage.
Well, it's
But it's
that,
discretionary.
Yeah.
things that are non,
Wi-Fi. That's the reason we changed, my motion was to change it from the technology end of it to make it discretionary, so where you could spend it, whatever emergency incurs.
That is
That
discretion.
is discretion.
Any other questions, comments?
Who seconded that?
Steve, Mr. Martinez.
They gave it to
So
him.
you're talking about $150 a month pay increase, correct? In
Allowance.
addition to the 3%.
That one covers Wi-Fi expenses, cell phone expenses.
Anything else, anybody? If not, all in favor of the motion, show of right hand. All opposed, like sign, there are none. That passes 7-0, thank you. And our last item will be the district's contribution to TRS on his behalf, on the superintendent's behalf.
Yeah, I think this is, something like a vehicle allowance, something that we can research further and find maybe something that might be adequate at a later time, but right now, I don't think there should be anything at this time.
Okay. That dies for lack of a motion as well. There being nothing else, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All motions, all seconds, we adjourn at 9:51.